Yeah, this is vibes and stuff. Check it out.
We're diving in where the world collide. Culture's calling, it's a crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Uncle Freezy vibing all night and all day. Big pizza, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is soul finger. DSJ always showing up as a soulful singer. Ron, Bully and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap Triborough.
It's vibes and stuff. Vibes and stuff.
Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Everything in between we care. It's not just talk, it's how we grow.
It's vibes and stuff.
Life's a rhythm, we all move.
Vibes and stuff.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one Chief Rock, Uncle Freezy in the building. Salute. Welcome to Vibes. I'm joined by the R&B sensation DSJ. DSJ, what's good, bro?
What's going on, Unc? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Salute coaches out there. Coach Malpica, Big Pazan, what's good, man?
What's going on, Coach? How you feeling out there?
Hey, we miss you, dog. You supposed to be up here with us. Oh, he said he on the road. Okay, he said he on the road home listening in the car. Well, maybe if we still rocking, bro, you can come through, show your face. Man, yeah, salute to Big Pazan. That's the big homie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. How you doing this
and
morning?
Again, I'm feeling vibey, but that could be the medication talking.
Could be the medication talking.
Yeah, battling this cold. I don't know where it came from. Maybe I touched the door of somebody who was sick or something, because it really hit me out of nowhere.
Oh man, that's hot, man. Yeah, that's how it be.
You know how people sometimes, like, they don't care, man. They just cough all over the door and touch all over stuff, and it's like no regard for anybody else.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm just thinking about that. Kind of got me in the thing, like, you know. Yeah, like, But just want to say this before we get started with the conversation, man. Thank you to everybody that's helping the channel grow. Man, appreciate that. Helping the channel grow. Right now we're at just over 1,200 subscribers. The channel is just growing organically. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Uncle Freezy. This is DSJ, the R&B sensation, and there's an army of us behind the scenes on this vibe thing. And so if you heard the intro, you know that just the shout outs we were doing is just, man, I think we only shouted out like 6 or 7 people, but there's many more people out there that's like behind the scenes helping this thing, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, so
shout out to everybody else. You know, the Soul Finger, Alan Wise, Corey Boulevard, Triborough. You know, those guys are definitely instrumental for the conversation and very much appreciated. So shout
Anthony
out y'all.
D,
Oh man, yeah. The
SS
kingpin of
Cash,
MSG.
yeah, Anthony D, SS Cash, IKPM Dre, man, a bunch of people, man, that help. Chuck Allen, man,
Oh man.
Chuck, yeah, can't
Super
help.
producer. Oh, you know what I would love to hear? I would love to hear Coach and Chuck cook up a track together.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Both of those brothers are super talented, bro. Super talented. Yeah. It's just, speaking of super producers, shout out to True Music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That cat, he appear and disappear, kind of like Miss Mocha. What's that teleporter that I always forget his name? Nightcrawler. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's out in Utah right now. His shift is kind of crazy, and the hours so they're like 2 hours behind, but he works from I think noon to 11 or noon to midnight.
Oh, he got them Uncle Freezy type shifts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, shout out to him, bro. He out in Utah. Would he play point guard or something?
Nah, he's not that good. And he got too bad
Oh,
knees.
he ain't
So
that good. Oh, at least you kept it a stack. At least,
yeah, you know, easy to score on. You know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, he got the Kemba Walker defense.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, hey, what's in your cup? How you getting your day started? What beverage you getting your day started
Actually, I've got some lemon and honey herbal tea. Trying to beat this cold.
with? Okay. Okay. I'm drinking water, bro. So, Miss Mocha found these. I don't think these are these sparkling waters. She found these sparkling waters like years ago, bro. And I honestly can drink like 3 or 4 of these a day, bro. That's
Oh
how,
man, okay.
yeah, they banging, bro. You feel me? They are legit banging. So yeah,
I gotta try that. I haven't had sparkling water or seltzer water.
yeah.
Um,
Seltzer water is nasty to me, bro. I ain't gonna front.
yeah, but as far as like I haven't had it since I was a child, and was like, I'll never do that again. But buds differ when you get older.
Yeah, mature. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I definitely got to give it another shot. We'll see how that goes.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let me do this. I'm gonna progress a little bit in the joint. I'm gonna play this, everybody. So I'm trying to get us into a flow. So bear with me if I'm a little bit off with the flow.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So DSJ, you have any random thoughts today?
My random thought is, why does time move so slow when you want to get away from something, right? But it's so fast when you are enjoying whatever you're doing at the time. If you're at a function, you're having a great time, you look at your clock and say, oh man, it's almost time.
Right.
I feel like I just got here.
Feel like
But let's say you go to work and it's like you look at your clock, it's 8:37. You look at your clock again, it's 8:42, and it's like, damn, just 5 minutes.
Right. No, I man, I absolutely, man. You didn't read. So I wasn't, I'm not gonna say you read my mind, but as soon as you brought that up, I was like, dang, he right. You feel me? I was like,
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, it's like you just, it's like dreaded hours. And it's like so much, like even in the time of like listening to music or something like that, it's like if you kind of like not in that mood or not in that mode of thinking, and feel like a song can drag on. It's like, okay, wait a minute now. This song is longer than I expected.
right,
It's only 3 minutes and 12 seconds, sir. It
yeah,
don't feel like it. Feel like a 7 minute song. So
right.
you know, and sometimes like you listen to a song and it's like, man, this song went by. Sir,
Yeah.
that song was 3 minutes and 12 seconds. That's it.
Bro, I'll tell you my experience with it because I agree with you a million, bajillion, trillion% right there, right? I tell you another stitch of time that seemed like it went by slow, but then in another scenario it changed and was starting going by fast. When I was a kid, it seemed like going from your seventh birthday to your eighth birthday took like 4 years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I get when your 12th birthday, when you knew you were gonna become a teenager, the next year, it seemed like that year took like mad years, like yo, like mad decades, right? And it's 365 days, bro. But when you get in your 50s, people walk up to you, yo, legitimately. So okay, so true story. I think I'm 4 months older than Jay Buggy, right? We the same age, but I'm like just like maybe I think I'm born in January. I think he like born in like
I think
April.
yesterday was his birthday.
Was it? Nah, the day before yesterday. I think it was the day before. One of them days. One of them days.
Yeah, but happy belated. Happy belated.
Yeah. So it's like, but the thing about it is like when you get like to a certain age, it's like, yo, your birthday come and you be like, you know what I'm saying? But when you mad, when you young, when you a little kid, little shorty, whatever, it's like, you know, you turn like for instance, I remember like being in kindergarten or first grade, one of them years, like somebody's birthday was like in September when we went back to school. Like, you know, you got your school clothes on September, you still got your new school clothes on, right? And I'm like, man, I wish my birthday was in September. And then I'm like, the whole time, like the whole year, I'm waiting for my birthday to come. And it seemed like it take 42 years for my birthday to come. And then and
Right.
then then when my birthday come, it was like a teacher workshop day or something. So I couldn't even enjoy my birthday at school. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Coach,
Yeah.
what's good, bro? Coach, can you hear us?
Yo,
What's
Can you
going
hear
on,
us?
Coach?
yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Coach live on location. Yeah, man.
On the road again.
Road again.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, so DSJ, yeah, I feel you when you talk about the time thing, bro. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the time thing, you like, yo, it's like mad years. Like it take like it take it's
Yeah.
like
Four
or
score years ago, you grabbed from 11 to 12.
right, like mad years, bro. Coach, you got a random thought?
Yeah, man. Um, why do people like to look at accidents when they driving on the highway? Like, they call them looky loos. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of driving.
Yeah. They rubbernecking, because it's another name for it. And my drive take me almost an hour because of that this morning.
Wow.
Just because there was an accident on the other side of the road. As soon as I
Wow.
passed the accident on the other side of the highway, the traffic started going faster because everyone was slowing down to watch it, look at it.
You must be in Great Britain. Are you in Great Britain? No?
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah. I'm joking about that part, bro. But
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, man.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, you driving.
Yeah,
Coach is the equalizer.
look, you take that. Parliament.
Yeah. I don't know if people do that up north though. Like, bro, you do that in New Jersey, bro, cats will lose their mind, bro. New Jersey traffic, people be having meltdowns, bro.
Yeah, them
I'm,
horns. You get a lot of horns.
bro, yeah, people lose their man, bro.
Yeah, I remember
People,
seeing somebody actually get out of the car, go in front of the car in front of them, and try to drag somebody out that car. Like, fam, what are you doing? Like, just get back in the car and wait.
that's that's New Jersey. That's Jersey City right there, bro.
Yeah, it's no different from the BQE. I guarantee you. It's like I've seen it on numerous occasions too. So it's not even a random one time thing. I've actually seen somebody legitimately honk the horn and unbuckle their seatbelt, open the door, get out the car, slam the door, put the keys in their pocket, go knock on the door, the window in front of them, or the car in front of them, and then start trying to like manhandle the door open. Like, fam, like what are you doing? Just get back in the car, sir.
Yeah, man, just relax. Yeah, but people don't have people. When you coach, you know what I learned by being an internet celebrity.
What?
Everybody that you meet ain't always balanced upstairs. Like like we go to games and stuff. Some people I meet like that passion, like it never turns off. Like people are like people be having that hype man energy. Like they have that Flavor Flav energy for like 10 straight hours.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, boy.
yo, you out here like you got that split star energy for like 10 hours. I'm the
I
opposite. DSA, I'm the opposite, bro. People be wanting me to be riled up and hyped up, and I'm like, man, that ain't really me. Like,
Yeah,
man,
I'm too cool
you ain't
for that.
excited. Huh?
I'm too cool for that. And I don't know what it is. It's like
Thank you.
everybody will just be like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Like just you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying again, just literally vibey. Like I'm cool.
right, right, right. Like when we finally get to meet Coach, right? Of course we're gonna be hyped, man. Hey, man, Coach, man, we finally in the same place at the same time. People thought we were one person. You know what I'm saying? Just jokes or whatever, right?
Hype man, hype man.
Yeah, but some people take that energy, bro. Like this dude legitimately picked me up off the ground, right? Like, hey man, put me down. I'm not a little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you getting a bro hug from me? Yeah.
Bro, off the ground, bro.
Yeah.
Hoodie Kev, and I think y'all know CP the artist? Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
y'all
Yeah, I
know
remember
CP the
him.
artist.
Yeah.
I was meeting him. I was meeting him at a restaurant in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Just we going to just hanging out. And legit before we get in the restaurant, bro, like yo, Uncle Freezy, I can't believe it's you. And I'm like, this is like coming to America, bro.
Right.
I might
I will
stop
never
on the
forget
neck.
this moment for the rest of my life.
Hug you.
Yeah.
Like, I might ugly cry when I hug you. See, I might.
And to keep it a stack, everybody, I'm just a normal person, right? Like all of us are just regular people. We just regular everyday people. But it's like when you like connect with people like whatever through a medium like on the internet or whatever, and it's like people get to be a part of your life like through a routine or something, say like the Knicks at Night podcast on Blowing Tears or vibes and stuff at night when we have like the 4-hour joints. It's like people get attached to you. It's like,
Yeah. So
and then when
would
they
you
finally
say?
meet you, it's like, yo, you said you was 6'5", bro. You like 6'7". Boss, I got sneakers on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You
Where's
just
the
made my
Oh, man.
legs.
ordinary people?
Like, relax. DSA, don't lie. We would that same dude that picked me up and swung me around in the air like it was West Side Story.
Yeah.
That man legitimately bought me and Hoodie Kev $87 worth of mozzarella sticks.
Wow.
That's love.
Wow. I mean, it's always good to get that kind of love and appreciation, but yeah, like you gotta relax.
Yeah, $87, bro. That's quite a lot of mozzarella sticks. And I think Hoodie Kev ate them all, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
Hoodie
I'm not
Kev,
even surprised.
Hoodie Kev is that was my ace. I don't know where he at right now, but that was my
Did
ace.
he
But
have
Hoodie
some
Kev
strings
is
and
like,
cheese in his beard? Did he have strings of mozzarella cheese in his beard and stuff?
Nah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many. It was so many on the table that you just like, hey man, can you just get a carry out joint? And the carry out, like I think he had to put it in like, bro, 2 carry out bags full of mozzarella sticks, bro. That's crazy.
But shout out to Hoodie Kev.
Shout out to Hoodie Kev. Hoodie Kev, wherever you at, whenever you get back, it's the same. It'll be love is
Yeah, we
love
miss
wherever
you,
Hoodie
man.
Kev is at. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, it was odd. It's odd in a sense that you can meet somebody on the internet and it just like mad somebody just be mad cool off the rip and y'all just kick it like that, right? Like ain't no thing like ain't no weird stuff going on. Like, yeah, man, I'll come through, man. Just shoot me $50. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no weird. You know what I'm saying? No weird. You know. You know. Hey, Coach, I got to ask you the question because you weren't here yesterday. We didn't see you
All
yesterday,
right.
so I got to ask you the question. So, if now keep an open mind, right? If you could join any television or movie universe and be a main character in that TV or movie universe, which TV show or movie universe would you join and why?
I'm gonna have to be Prince Akeem.
I can't believe it's you.
Because when I say I got my own money,
He means
Honey.
he has his own money. Yo, that's wild.
that's when you know you're rich, when your face is on some money.
Yeah. And not just a saying, like, you know how people
Y'all
say
hear
they face is a coupon in the streets. Nah, it's not a saying. Nah, this man for real.
My bad, guys. You there?
Yep. DSJ, who did you say again? Who did you say?
Yeah, I said it was Family Matters for the sitcom.
So you still want to stick with family? So you are set on Family Matters, right?
I was, but I don't know. Like I said, if I could pick, and I think this is where it gets kind of tricky, because if I'm the main character in Martin, that means I'm replacing Martin.
No, you're not the main. No, just a part of the cast.
But okay, if I'm just a part of the cast, I'm definitely Martin.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that I can literally see myself like as an adult hanging out with him in his apartment after getting off of work or something like that. Cole and Tommy, they're kicking it, and we all just kind of ribbing each other.
Right.
It's like the ultimate. It's like the ultimate troll setup, because I can always pick on Cole for his intelligence and the mystery of Tommy's job.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, Coach.
Man, my bad, man. I want to get a phone call and it knocked me off. So, did y'all get my answer?
You said Prince Hakeem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said Coming to America. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as like, you know, I don't know if I would have left New York for New York though. I might have just stayed at the kingdom.
Yeah, because you would have had it made.
I wouldn't have minded if whatever you like.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That little Miss McDowell is cute and all,
But she is not Vanessa Bell.
no, she was not Vanessa Bell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is not her. That is for sure.
There's something that always kind of chuckled at, because I don't think anybody really caught on to it, right? You realize that you actually defied Prince Hakeem in that movie?
Huh?
Okay, so remember when she was like, I was trained to basically do and say everything
Serve you,
to please you.
whatever you like.
Right. So at one point, he actually commanded her to not do anything that he said, and she said no.
No.
Yep.
And then he replied with, "So you'll do anything I say, yes, Your Highness." But it was like, wait a minute, you just said no to a command.
Yo, you wanted me to send the stuff to Quick? I thought you was doing it.
Nah. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's why I sent you the number. But it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna send it to him?
I don't have the access right now to it.
I can. Yeah, I send it. I send it.
But
Yeah,
yeah, like I don't think anybody caught on to the fact that she had a moment of defiance,
yeah.
which goes against the principles of what she was supposed to be doing.
Right. No, I get it. I get no. I get what you mean.
Fuck like a dog.
I get what you mean. I have another question that I want to ask, but before I do that, I want to do this. DSJ, this is for DSJ. We've been trying to get to this for a minute, right? So I'm gonna play this, Coach. You probably can't see the graphic, but just vibe out to the tune, and then we'll get into it on the other side.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Yo, so that is relationship, or that's the joint for Relationship Corner, right? And so what I want to ask y'all is this. I'm gonna send this to Quick real quick, no pun intended. But I'm gonna send him the link, and then I want to get into Relationship Corner, because I have like a serious question to ask, but I know that you all have experienced this, and just want to get your thoughts on this. Have y'all ever been in a situation where you've been around a relationship with two people? I think Coach dipped out. Coach might be headed inside, but DSJ, have you ever been around two people in a relationship that you know these two people are not good for each other, but they stay together, and you know it's not going to end good, it's not going to end well, and you know what you need to tell them? At the same time, you know the rule to being outside of a relationship is mind your business. You ever been in that situation where
Absolutely.
you know that it's not going to end well, right? You know it's not going to end well, but you're like, what do I do? Do I step
Numerous times. And I think the you try to be as neutral as possible, because of the fact that you want to at least be objective and empathetic to the circumstance. Like, yeah, I see that this isn't going to work. Whatever made y'all get together initially is not the thing that's keeping y'all together. It's a lot going on, to the point where it's like you can't even hide it in public. And so you kind of want to like intervene, and you know what? Listen, let's have a conversation. Let's sit down and mediate, and let's have this discussion because you know that you want to see the best for both people or both involved, but you also know, yeah, like for one, this is a sensitive subject,
Right.
because it's matters of the heart, um, and you might not know the whole story.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, it's absolutely difficult to see, and as much as you want to help, sometimes it's best not to, and it's like you just kind of got to grit your teeth and bear it, almost like an innocent bystander.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I will say this though, there are times when um now, I've been in a situation where I've seen it, but the problem with that was I I had just in the woman that was involved in the relationship.
Okay.
So now it becomes a matter of, am I doing this because I want to see her happy or because I want to see her with me?
Oh, so you only so yeah.
Like, yeah, I've been in that situation where it's like, yeah, I've had an interest in the female. I've seen like her in a relationship with somebody, and because we're all like, we eventually all get cool. It's like you kind of like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna chill. But then you start to see all the cracks in the relationship, and it's like, I want to say something, but now it's like, am I being selfish because I want this kind of to fail for my opportunity? But then the other part is, I want to see you happy.
Right.
So yeah, so the intentions might be different, but I've been in situations with, as far as just seeing it, and there's no feelings involved outside of just wanting to see both parties okay. And then there's one part where it was like, no, I've got a ulterior motive.
Yeah. So I've been in that situation before, and it's like with a family member, where it's like my family member is in a situation with somebody who's no good, right? And I talk to my family member like, dog, listen, like you already know what the vibe is.
This ain't
And
it.
and my family member, my family member is like, yo, you see how fine she is, bro? She a cutie. You're like, hey, bro, when we get in that house, yo, regardless of what y'all see on the outside, when we get in this house, bro, it's it's us against the world. And I'm like, and you like, so y'all know that this is a struggle, but instead of y'all saying, hey, you know what, before we go too far, this thing, and somebody get hurt, you know what I'm saying? You are like, nah, let's start love over, back to the way things were. Forget about him and I'll forget about her. That's the vibe. When you know the relationship is like, you supposed to pick her up. She get off work at 6:30. You pick her up like 8:24 because you hollering at a chick. She mad because you know what I'm saying, she at her job 2 hours, waiting on a ride. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah, she got every right to be mad. Then
2 hours.
she got every right to be that upset.
Yeah, but he at
She got a work husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be at the party, like I'll be at the party, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be seeing her, and I'll be like, she don't even know I'm here. Like I'm in the VIP looking down, and dudes is like, you know how you walking by, dudes is like walking by, like, you know what I'm saying, doing little stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, the little club rub, you know what I'm saying? She ain't saying nothing. You're like, oh. And then you go back to your people, you like, hey man, dudes was club rubbing her. He's like, dudes. And I'm like, not an army. I'm just saying, like, you know how you see, like, how you see somebody you ain't seen in a minute, and then you like, yo, that hug is super mad long, bro. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not like, hey, how you been? Okay. Nice to see you. Nah, this is like,
You a little too familiar.
yeah, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah. Like the club rub is real, bro. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, some of this stuff is real, bro. Like some of this stuff is legitimate, like cross the line type stuff. You feel me? Like for instance, can you imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, base, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some bread. And you walk off, you get some bread, and then you like down the thing, and then you see like your lady hug with a dude, and you're like, okay, this hug is like mad long. Yo, like my man, like you need to smoke a cigarette, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, hey man, you a little too comfortable here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, but my people is like, you know, the relationship is a bad relationship, and they still just like, what you got there, coach? What is that?
It says, "Where's the cannolis?"
Oh, where's the cannolis? Oh,
This was an old family reunion T-shirt on the back. It says, "Big Fat Italian Family Reunion."
oh. That ever happened to you, boss, coach? Like you
I
ever
missed
like?
that part because I just came into the house.
Oh, okay. You ever been adjacent to a bad relationship between two people that you know, and you know their relationship is bad, and you want to give advice or whatever on the relationship, but it's like these are your people, and you don't want to kind of like be the,
Sides.
yeah, you don't want to be the fly in the ointment because they have that relationship. Like it's beyond toxic, but nobody is like physically getting hurt. But it's like one of them things where you know, like, nah,
Just
these,
saying it.
yeah, like you, like, yo, like she at the club having a good time, but dude's doing the club rub, like dude's dancing with her, holding her by the, you know what I'm saying, by the backside
Yeah.
and all that, and you like, yo, she out here wilding,
And
and
like
then
every time you rock with them, like she kind of like a little weird, flirty, but not,
yeah,
you can kind of
yeah,
tell it's like something like if you gave her a chance, if you really went there with it, she might act on it.
yeah,
And you're like, yo, bro, I don't want to try to sound weird, but your girl's really friendly.
like she mad friendly, bro.
Oh, she be looking me up and down.
And your man just tell you something, and your man will tell you something
Not
so
now, but
naive.
back in the day.
Yeah, but no, I get it. But your man's will tell you, like say it's your brother. Your brother will tell you something mad naive, Like, nah, bro. Sometimes she just get caught up in the moment. She just an outgoing person. You know what I'm saying? And you like, bruh,
Yeah,
like dog.
she's putting herself out there. That's for sure.
Like, yeah, she is really outgoing.
Like,
Like I saw her at the club with that dress on. She was outgoing as hell. You know,
like she gets a couple beverages in her, and she's like, you're just so wonderful. Blah blah blah. You know.
but the flip side of that, though, Coach DSA, the flip side of that is the person that's happening to is also the one picking her up mad late from work. Like he's supposed to pick her up at 7:15. He show up at 9:07 because he's too busy standing at the gas station talking to the gas station attendant, the girl he went to high school with.
Yep.
And so,
Picking up his Newports.
yeah, he like, oh snap! I was supposed to pick up my girl, man, but it's all right. I heard she's supposed to be working. I think they're gonna start working overtime next week anyway. She don't mind if I be a little bit late.
I saw you picked up cigarettes yesterday.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Man, I was at the job site. I left them on the back in the back there. You know,
Man, they got
Get
wet.
me another pack.
Or even use that as an excuse. Oh, you keep stressing me.
Yeah.
I've got to go get another pack.
DSJ, you ever been in a situation like that where you watch two people you know?
Yeah. And unfortunately, like I said before, I try to be respectful because again, I understand that, again, it takes two to tango. But yeah, you like you feel like, fam, like this ain't gonna work. I know it's not. And I want to see both of y'all okay.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm sorry, if you're in that first year or two, even like the first 3 years, what y'all really got to fight about? That's supposed to be like the infatuation phase still.
Yeah.
Like the lust phase. If y'all already fighting a year in,
Yeah.
that ain't meant to be, bro. It's just not meant to be.
Corey Lee in the place to be. What's good?
Shout out CL.
Coach, I ain't even gonna front, bro. I got a homeboy. I have a homeboy named Tony. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna call him out. He one of my really, really, really good homies. Right. But I'm gonna call him out. He stay in relationships like that, bro. Like one of the prerequisites for his dating is she gotta live in an apartment, bro.
She's got to have her own apartment.
No, she gotta live in an apartment, bro. Not a house,
Oh,
not a townhouse, not a condo.
what's the reason behind that?
I don't know what it is with apartment chicks, bro. I don't know what it is about apartment parking lots that he like.
You like going up? You like chilling in the elevator, going up to it?
Nah, they be having the outdoor stairs down where we at. They have the outdoor stairs.
That's right. You in the South Carolina?
Yeah.
So you like girls that be, and that's how he knows they're the right shape because they go up and down stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't date no girl unless she on the third floor, bro.
They gotta work
She gotta
second
get her
shift. Like
steps in.
with Tony, they gotta work. Hey DSJ, hey, they gotta work second shift at Circle K, bro.
Okay.
They
Hey,
gotta
listen,
work second shift at Kangaroo.
keep your options open.
Hey,
Keep your options open. At the end of the day, she get off it. You know that, okay, you know what? I might have seen somebody that looks just as good getting off of first shift. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor.
she's got to bring me home some some quick picks on Powerball.
Some quick picks.
On the way
Yeah.
home,
Yeah.
some scratch offs. At the end of the roll, you got the last 5 scratchers on the roll. Bring them home.
Bring them. Yeah. That's where the winners be at.
When they got that little black dash on the bottom corner, it's the one before that one or the one after. That's what they were used to say.
Yeah.
That was true. But
Yeah. Yeah. And the coach, the reason why I ask is like my people will be in those type relationships, and you know what they'll do?
is he
They'll
that
do-
particular, really, with all that stuff? He's got all these like
Bro.
really,
No,
really strict boxes to check.
bro. No, no, not in that sense. Not in that sense. What I'm saying is over the years, you know your people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for instance, like
You know
over the
it's
years,
tight.
pow,
Yeah.
right? Like you know how like how you and I be watching the game, and somebody will be like quiet for like 10 minutes, and then as soon as I say something, they jump in and disagree with me. Nah, Uncle Freezy, no, that's such a like. Hold on, dog. I done played this. You know what I'm saying? You know how I'd be snapping. You know what I'm saying? Because like they'll be mad quiet the whole time, and then as soon as I say something, they jump in and disagree. Right? Like they've been waiting. And like you said, you saw all this stuff and you ain't have nothing to say, but as soon as I say like the slightest thing, you jumping in like you know what I'm saying? Like you play point guard at Christ the King. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DSJ. Probably don't know what Christ the King is. He probably, you know what I'm saying, probably not from. He don't know what Lincoln High is. DSJ is the study hall guy. You know what I'm saying?
St. Raymond's.
Yeah.
St. Raymond's in the Bronx.
Yeah, yeah, man. But you know that'd be like a rock in my shoe, right? But when it comes to the relationship and your peoples, like say coach and I will be like, hey dog, we get ready to go to me and coach get ready to ride out to Shoney's or whatever. Like we got a
Shoney's.
yeah, we like I'm just saying,
buffet.
yeah, I'm just saying, just in general.
Don't you bring me out a bucket of bacon. I'm gonna grab a handful.
Damn right.
You can't go to the Shoney's when you were vegan. This is before you were vegan.
No, this is an example. I said for
Okay,
example.
I got you.
Yeah. So say for an example, me and coach get ready to go to Shoney's. And your friend will be like, yo, I'm hungry. Which Shoney's y'all going to? And we're like, oh boy. Coach, if I tell him, you know what's gonna happen. Coach will be like, man, I don't care. I'm just hungry. I'm just gonna eat. And then you tell him, and then him and his girl show up.
Oh God.
And then you like, yo, this was just supposed to be the fellas. And then they show up, with their drama, like, they trying to swipe the card ain't working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they on the phone trying to get somebody to cash app them or something. And then, you know what I'm saying? And we there, me and coach looking at each other like,
Just looking at you like, oh my God, here we go again.
yeah. And then they look at each other in the face and be like, coach, I got good news. And coach is like, what? You got a job? She's like,
So,
no.
am I paying this time?
Yeah, right. She's like, no, I'm pregnant.
That's the worst news.
Yeah. Still, you like, wait a minute.
What?
Y'all can't pay for eggs, but y'all having a baby.
Shit, you just don't know what kind of bill you just took on.
Sometimes you just gotta look at them like Garfield.
That's a lifetime debt. One of them things.
You can't even pay for eggs. Hey, y'all talking about y'all got good news?
You ever see food that gets locked up in the back behind the counter? Well, one of those things is formula for babies.
For babies, right?
So, and I know you want to, from the last time you came to Shoney's, you talking about how you don't breastfeed.
Yeah, bro.
You one of them women that don't want to breastfeed. So guess what? You got to buy formula.
Bro, right. And then when you leave and still this would take the cake. This is what take the cake. Right. Right. Say coach done work third shift, right? And he just going to the crib to relax and then lay down. He done ate his breakfast. Say he gonna wind down a little bit, maybe turn on Sports Center or whatever it is, do something around the house and just gonna lay it down because for him it's nighttime, right?
Right.
They're gonna be like, hey coach, since you going that way, can you drop my girl off at work? You like, what the fuck?
Hell no.
It's only 2 exits down, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Can you drop Tammy off at Circle K? You like, what?
What's Tammy gonna do for me?
Bro, what's going on? Don't please tell me I'm not the only one who got people like that.
I had
No.
people like that. And it's a had because I cut that off.
Right.
I've always been a people pleaser. I worry about other people before myself. I've been doing it my whole life.
Right.
You know, especially when you become a parent, you know.
Yeah.
When your kids come first and all that stuff. But with my line of work, being a nurse and everything, it's just something that's naturally I do. I care about other people more than me. And you only give and give so much, bro. After a while, I got to the point where I'm like, I had to cut some people off. And it hurts because one of my friends, I mean, he's like a brother to me. We've been friends since middle school. You know, we're still friends. My sons call him Uncle Do. You know, like his first name's Rob, like mine. But his last name is, he always went by Doolittle. So my kids call him Uncle Do. You know, he's their uncle, you know, but he's like a brother to me.
Right.
We've been friends ever since I went home with him on the bus, got off at his bus stop, because we went and played Sega Genesis.
Right.
Madden 92.
Madden 92.
90 with the Giants, Rodney Hampton. Back then, Rodney Hampton was on, I think, 93. I forget what the year was, something like that. And he was a Bears fan.
Of course.
And we were playing the first day we were there. He's like, guess what? Man, he broke wind, lasted like a minute and 30 seconds. And we, you know, being a middle schoolers, it was the funniest thing in the world. We laughed. Right. There was a stand that's like, man, I love this guy.
Right.
We've been friends ever since.
Right.
But he was that friend that peaked too early when it came to responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first friend with the car. He was the first friend that had the job.
Right. Right.
His dad, like, rented a place, like his old place. He let him live there because he moved in with his new girlfriend or whatever. His dad.
Right.
So like he had his own place. He was like the responsible one. And we was all like, dang, man, dude's got it going on. He's got a car. He's got this.
Right.
Well, it was all downhill after that.
Right.
You know, the rest of us, we started families. We all got responsibilities. And he just started, going downhill. Right. And I've helped him out so many times in life. But, man, even my ex-wife, my ex-father-in-law, they've all adopted him as, you know, like my family, they all, you know, they've all given him chances with jobs and this and that. He just keeps messing it up, you know?
Right.
He's
Right.
lived with us a bunch of times. I love him. He's just like family. But at the same time, it's like I can't enable him anymore, man. I had
Right.
to cut him off. The last time he came to see me was this past Christmas time, holiday time,
Right.
and he brought up some old weird stuff, and we got into an argument. I told him to just get the hell on.
Yeah.
It was tough. We haven't really talked since, so to bring up stuff like that, it's like after a while, you don't ever want to cut off family, because he's like family to me, but technically he's a friend, but it's tough, man. Everyone's got family out there they don't talk to after a minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think about how long you want to hold a grudge or not, or is it really worth it? Because at the age we're all at right now, knock on wood, you never know when I'm gonna take my last breath.
Right.
You don't want that regret. But man, I wish I would have just reached out.
Right.
But sometimes you got to know when to say when,
You gotta know when to say when, bro.
and that's what everything in life, man. Moderation. It's about moderation
Right.
when it comes to alcohol, cigarettes, weed,
Yeah.
eating, food. Like
Right.
that's something I've been trying to make a conscious effort. I cut out. I got zero. If I do have that fix for soda, I do the zeros.
Yeah.
And I hate them, but
Me too. I do yeah.
sometimes I got that craving for sweet tea, man. Or
Yeah. Sweet tea is the GOAT, bro.
oh man, and that fake sweet tea, Crystal Light or whatever. Some of the powders, the zero sugar kind, just don't cut it.
Nah.
Ain't nothing like that pure cane sugar.
Yeah, man.
But it's something that one day, if I get back to where I'm comfortable again in my skin, I can sneak it back in again a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
But
The thing is with relationships, man, relationships can be weird.
yeah,
Relationships can be weird, man. I mean, sometimes, you look at yeah, they could just be weird, bro.
how long you been with Mocha now?
30 years.
God bless you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
And I'm sure what hasn't always been peaches and creams and rainbows and unicorns. Something
Yeah.
those got to work on, man.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
It's just like the saying, it takes two to tango.
Takes two to tango, bro. It takes two to tango, bro. And you gotta want to be committed to a relationship, bro. You gotta, especially let me see how I'm putting it. Especially
Sharing a life.
yeah, especially when you got outgoing people, sometimes it'd be like that little insecurity like creep in sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like people will be like, "Hey, Miss Smoke, I ain't seen you in a minute," and they be rushing up trying to do the little hug. Maybe you're in a churchyard or something, and Mo got on like one of them sundresses or whatever, something, little something. You know what I'm saying? And Cass be like, "Oh snap! Who is that? Is that Mo? Is that her?" And you standing there, you like watching like this dude, like and they, you know what I'm saying? They're like, come here, girl. And she was like, who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, so just little, you know, little stuff. You got to be secure. Like when you know, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, DSJ is bad. Hey, DSJ, have you heard from Quick Temper?
Uh, no, I haven't. But I did text him the link. So
Okay, yeah, I sent him the joint, man. I don't
did you try? Did you send it to the new number that I sent you?
yep, I did.
Okay.
I actually updated the number in my phone and sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. So
Well, you know how that goes, shopping with misses and everything. So
yeah.
It takes two.
hopefully he ran into anybody that got a lingering hug.
Yeah. The club rub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm just
Hey,
bro.
Missy, I ain't see you in such a long period of time. Hey, man, that's my wife still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, we go way back. Hey, you know how people are; they justify it. Oh man, we go way back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Relax, brother.
Yeah.
Keep it friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
My ex-wife used to be jealous like that, bro. Like, cause I met her because I went back to my old hometown, little town in Florida, where I was like, like Al Bundy of my old town. You know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of a big deal.
Right.
So like when I went back to town and I was with her, we'd go to the local Applebee's or the little pub or the store. Everywhere we went, oh Malpica, where you been?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Hugging you. Hey, what's up? Or sometimes a girl. Oh, did you used to be with her? Or that question comes up like maybe that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, come on. You gotta
come on.
relax.
Relax. I ain't gonna tell you what we used to do, but
Right.
sometimes
I can tell you we don't do it no more.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. You ever be with some? You gotta have a good relationship with somebody where, because I don't, and I'm not saying this like because I knew so many people. We're human. Like sometimes like people remember me, but man, I know the guy, but I forget his name. I know I should know him. So I used to always tell my ex, I'll be like, hey, when I bump into someone and they like really know me and I don't say their name right away, like, and I introduce you, oh, this is my so and so, and I say her name, and then like you say your name to them, and so they can say theirs.
Yeah.
Like when I don't come out and say who the person is to you right away, make sure you say your name, and so he can tell. Him or her can tell her, and then once they do say it, I use it a bunch extra. Yeah, at first it's like, "Hey, buddy, oh yeah, John, yeah, John."
Right.
And then you remember again. But I used to be so good with names, but they say they have all those little memory games like prevent you from getting Alzheimer's when you get older and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping some of this video gaming I'm doing counts for some of that, but there's so many things that I think there's parts of our brain we don't practice with anymore, like having to remember phone numbers. Remember them days?
Yep.
Like now, you just put. I can't remember a phone number for nothing.
Nah, bro.
Because everything's, like same with like directions. I used to be so good with directions. Oh yeah, go over there to the plant. Yeah, go down to the Circle K, take a left. Over there by the Piggly Wiggly, in the post office over there. Now
Right.
it's like the GPS, Google Maps and Apple Maps. Without that, I can't go nowhere.
Bro, it's the same thing with passwords. Remember passwords? Remember how you can remember all your passwords?
Yeah.
Bro, now you like every time you step to the computer, you forgot your password.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because they keep adding digits. It used to be you can put 4. You can put a little 4-digit pin or something. Now I'm up to like 12. Some places ask for 12 digits. Like, are you
Right.
kidding me? I can't. And then you can't repeat the last one too many times.
right.
2222, or something.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, so I want to ask y'all this just real because I gotta wrap up here, man, because the Knicks Morning Drive is gonna start here in a few minutes, man. But like how do y'all like the vibe of vibes and stuff, man? If there was something that we can improve on, like how we make the joint better. What do you think?
I'll be honest. I don't know if there's improvement that needs to be made more than it just needs to be consistently on. I think that we're fixing that right now as far as being a little bit more periodic with it.
Yeah,
Right.
availability, just putting it out there. Because I think the content and all of our personalities, how we talk about things, and it's all pretty interesting. And from a man's point of view, as far as the content, I think the content's great. It's like DSJ said, I just think it just has to be put out there.
Right.
Like people need to see it.
Right.
And
Right.
if it's consistent, maybe some people start tuning in more. Hopefully.
And if you pass up on this joint, and I know about it, I'm coming to tickle your feet. This is mandatory. You get tickle tortured.
I was about to do it. So yeah, man. Hey, yo, I gotta run everybody so I can do something really, really quick before vibes. I just want to thank everybody for coming through. And Rocky, you gonna do it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, never mind then. I guess I got like 3 or 4 minutes then. Okay. So yeah, I really like the vibe of live in the mornings. So I'm just gonna work on a few things like we getting the grass cut, so we got to move the cars. So most of that she'll move the cars and stuff. So my neighbor can come through. He got like a tractor, like like coach, them big tractors where he just swipe through the yard like 8, 9, 10 times, and your whole yard is cut. You like if you get out there with a ride mower, you be out there until,
Yeah.
until 4
Something where the old push, you go up and down them rows.
Yeah, man.
It's
I
about
ain't pushing. I'm riding. I'm yeah. We
riding
gonna
dirty.
Yeah, riding tipsy. Before we go, this is a question I wanted to ask you the other night, Coach, and we didn't get a chance to do this. If you could name one song that summarized your entire life, what would that song be? And don't tell me Born to Be Wild, because in corporate events, every time I ask that in corporate events, people are like, Born to Be Wild. And like, no, bro, you can't use it. Everybody's Born to Be Wild. No, you can't. Some songs are like cheat codes. DSJ, I'm gonna ask you the same question while Coach is thinking. If you can name one song that summarized your life right? Like say 400 years from now, when people like, hey, I heard that name DSJ before. Well, hey, everybody, he left a song for you to listen to summarize his life, right? What would that song be? Coach, same thing for you. In 400 years, one song to summarize your life, what would it be? Like, what song summarizes your life?
You know what? I actually have two.
Can you give us one?
I could give you one for sure. It's
Do
called
you have one already?
yeah, it's called Diary of Me, R. Kelly on that Happy People / You Save Me album.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. I would say, I mean, there's two. There's one. Um, one of them that I don't know why. I just every time I see it, every time I hear it, even though I'm not the hugest fan of the band, I love some of the remakes of it and everything. Like My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Like, even though technically it's not like my jam, but it kind of sums it up, I don't know if you ever seen the lyrics of My Way. It's, I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my share of losing, it's got some bars actually. If you really
Right.
if you look at some of the lyrics to that,
Right.
like Simple Man by Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
That's another,
And I'm talking about one for you. What one song for you is going to describe your life? Just one for you. Like in 400 years, when they hear that song, what song are they going to leave for you? Is it My Way by Frank Sinatra? I did it my way. Is it that?
Nah, it's probably the Message by Common.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when you need someone, I will be by your side. Oh, The Light.
The Light by Common.
I'm saying
yeah.
The Message. I meant The Light.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Yeah.
friggin'
Broken glass everywhere.
Yeah. Belly Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Light, man. By Common, probably. That's the one.
Yeah. Right.
For me.
You know what? What I was thinking, Coach, and I know this is gonna sound mad soft, but bro, I'm not like being soft in a softy way, and I know you not soft, so don't take this the wrong way. You my guy, right?
Yeah.
And so for those watching, like, I think I used to be Mr. Macho until I met Coach, right? And then Coach just took my mantle of Mr. Macho, right?
Whatever.
But when it comes to like how I see Coach, I think of a song called "That's What Friends Are For." Like when everybody put their egos to the side and just saying "That's what friends are for."
Keep smiling.
Right? Yeah, and see, because the thing, the essence of the song, like the song has a meaning, right? The song has a meaning, and it's like one of those songs that you're not gonna jam to it, but it reaches you in that emotional intelligence way. Like it reaches a place that makes you think about your purpose or whatever. And so when you think about that's what friends are for, now here's the trick, here's the kicker to that's what friends are for. The song itself is a difficult song to sing. You have to be super duper talented to sing that song. That's why people don't remake it, right? Because you had to be super talented. And so that's what I think about when I think about Coach. Like, that's what friends are for, right? And so that's a friends are for thing with Coach. Like, a random cat just can't step into Coach's place. You got to be a super duper talented cat to step to even be adjacent to that space. So on the surface, it seems like, yeah, you know, that song is that song, that's a cheesy little joint. But nah, when you think about the complexities of it, some people show you a simple side, right? But they are very complex and layered. But you won't know that unless you become friends with that person.
Yep.
Right. And so, not saying not to be cheesy or whatever to go over the top, but that's just what I think.
Yeah. I mean,
You got one?
Say again.
You got a song? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, I can't recall the song that you
Yeah.
picked.
Okay. So the first one I picked was "Diary of Me," R. Kelly, on the Happy People / You Save Me album.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did. You did say that.
Nothing off 12 play?
Ew, he nasty. He nasty. He did.
I like the crotch on you, lady.
Hey, I'll just say, I'm gonna just get my song out of the way so I can step out of the way so we can talk about DSJ song. Right. The song that I think would summarize my life, like all 50 something years, is a song called with a little help from my friends, the Joe Cocker version.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like
what would you
Yep. That's the one for me. Like, when you think about me and my impact, none of it would be done without the help of others, without leaning on others to kind of help me get to that place. So DSJ, why you pick your song, bro? Oh, DSJ.
I had one that came up recently over the last. It came out. There's a band that I'm really into called Alter Bridge. It's actually, I know you've heard of the band Creed, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, when Creed broke up,
they're all right. They're all right. They're okay.
I mean, they had some pretty good ones. But
Yeah.
when Scott Stapp, their original lead singer, they had a falling out.
What?
Yeah, a long time ago.
What, a band had a falling out with the lead singer?
Imagine that.
Imagine.
He had drinking problems and all that stuff.
A lead singer had substance abuse issues? Yeah. I can't imagine.
And so, like, originally the bass player of that band didn't come back for their third album. A guy named Brian Marshall. He's one of my favorite bass players, rock. But it was because of that, because of him. But anyway, when he left, they formed a few years later. They got with this guy named Miles Kennedy, who's also a guitarist, but he's an amazing singer. And they formed the band Alter Bridge. And they've had they're a lot bigger on tour than they are on the radio, but they've got some songs that are just epic. Like, they're one of the best rock bands in the world. They sell out everywhere they go. But anyway, long story short, they have a song called "Fable of the Silent Sun." That was just on their Pawns and Kings album last year or 2 years ago, and it's a masterpiece. and just the lyrics and everything, it just says it a lot. Talks about a phoenix rising and all this stuff. It's got a lot of good content. It always speaks to me when I would say that, but no one would even know what the hell the song is. There might be someone out there,
Right.
but if you're an Alter Bridge fan, or if you're not, want to hear some good, listenable rock music it's got some heavy parts, but the singing's amazing, the guitar playing's amazing, everything's amazing. As far as rock goes, they've never had a skippable moment. They've had, I think, 6 or 7 albums now, and I haven't skipped one song ever from them.
Are they as good as Fish
They're different.
in a different way?
Like Fish, for me, as far as jam bands go and live bands that you want to talk about knows the vibe of their crowd, they are the kings.
The best.
Of that. No, they're the best of that.
Yeah, they're the best, bro. Yeah.
Like, Trey Anastasio is an alien. He's the guitarist. Yeah.
Bro, I saw a thing on them, Coach. I saw a thing on them. Maybe 4 years ago on NFL Network. Did you see the thing on Fish on NFL Network?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, like they legit. The dude would play the little riff, dun dun.
Wilson.
Yeah, you like what the yo? This is
The
crazy.
whole crowd. You want to hear
Like,
something
the
crazy
whole-
about Fish? I
Yeah,
had I followed him for a while when I was younger. And I had the luxury of a friend who knew somebody they had this, remember the Y2K was supposed to come out,
yeah.
Well, they had the year 2000 concert down in Big Cypress Preservation down in the Everglades, South
Yeah.
Florida. And they put on a big concert, a 2 or 3 day concert down there. And I got one of my buddies had the inside scoop on working security for it.
Right.
And the deal was on the 3 nights, you got to do security 2 nights, and you can be a fan 1 night. So I did. I worked the first night. I partied the second night. And New Year's Eve, I was in the front. I was front stage security.
Oh
And
man.
I was able to turn around. I was watching them the whole time. I was right there in front of them, bro. The whole
Wow.
And I'm talking about there were 200,000 people there.
What Coach doing security? I could never imagine Malpika being a security person.
Bro, I had people offering me like $500 for my t-shirt
What?
at the end. Oh yeah. There's some rabid fans because they had like their fish symbol
Yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah.
and it said security on the back.
Oh,
You know,
bro, that
so it
shirt
was like-
is worth way
Yeah,
more than $500,
I know.
bro.
I wound up giving it to one of my best friend's girls for her birthday or something stupid.
Oh my god, man, what's
It was
wrong with you, bro?
I don't know.
You could have, bro. Or you could have just put that shirt away
Yeah.
and you could, man.
So
You could have told a
Significant.
story about that shirt, bro. Like,
the significance of that concert is the Dick Clark moment. They had we had the largest gathering in the world for New Year's that year was at that concert for New Year's Eve.
wow.
So they went over and before ABC did the live feed to us, during the concert, because they went to all these places around the world.
I remember
year.
that, bro.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So they were like, "All right, we're gonna go down to like." He goes, "All right, everyone." Like Trey was talking to the crowd. He was like, "All right, we're about to go on ABC," and we're gonna be playing about a minute of one of our songs, and at the end we had to think about something. Let's all chant something weird, funny, and he's like, "How about some?" What I'm saying, cheesecake was what it was. So at the end of the minute, he started going cheesecake, cheesecake, and everyone in the crowd's going cheesecake, cheesecake. It was just so random. So that was on ABC. If you look it up, you probably can look it up. Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, Fish. And at the very end, he started Sherry Anastasio. You see him laughing, going cheesecake, cheesecake. The crowd's yelling cheesecake.
That's crazy, bro.
Now that was. You want to talk about a vibe of like you can feel the energy of people. Like that concert was like one of those vibes like that.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you for that, man. I gotta run. I appreciate that. Vibes. Hey, everybody. So we're gonna try to do vibes again tomorrow morning, same time, around 7:45 ish. We try to lock down the time. I don't know what the schedule is gonna be like. My schedule is kind of morphing like it did last year. Y'all remember for those vibesters, y'all remember how my schedule kind of morphs a little bit during the daytime. Not for sure exactly where I'll be and how long I'll be there, but I have to be available and all of that stuff, man. Want to thank everybody for coming through, rocking. Quick, if you watching, bro, stop playing, bro. Quick, if you watching, stop playing. DSJ, you got something before we get out of here, man?
Just want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in.
Subscribe.
We'll be back. Yeah. By all means, please hit the like, hit the share, subscribe.
Yes.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we'll be back again.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just going to give the number, and I'm just going to give the subscriber number. So right now, the subscriber number, everybody, is 1241. If we can get that number to like 2,000 by the end of the year, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. As a matter of fact, if we get to 2,000 subscribers, Coach will give away his Creed security T-shirt.
I never wore security for that, but
I'm just joking, everybody. I was joking there. I gotta shoot the blower's tears, y'all. Hey, thank you everybody for coming through rocking. Peace, everybody.